Hey guys, I was just trying to do a drawing of Venom for a friend of mine. I haven't drawn him in a while, so this is gonna be interesting. And I can't really see the questions. If you guys are asking me questions, I can't see it. So my phone is this way. No one's really helping me with questions right now. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I can't answer. Um, so this is from scratch. I'm just gonna try see if I could do this. Alright, I think I already messed up. Let's see. Can you guys even see it? I have to lightly draw this out. There, I think the head was too big. And try. You guys played Spider-Man? Lately I've been trying to get some time to play it. It looks really cool. I realized maybe I should pencil this first and then inked it live. I gotta like look at reference for Venom. I forgot how it looks like. Alright. I think I'm kinda remembering. Again, if you guys are just joining me now, I'm just trying to do like a Venom study. For a friend of mine, he needed to give this to another friend for his birthday. So I'm gonna try to do this quickly within the hour, I hope. Can you guys see it? It's so light. But yeah, I'm gonna do this a little faster here so I can start inking it. Pretty rough. It's pretty thick. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll just see what happens. Start inking it. Should I start with the face first? Need reference. Let me see. Let me look for a face. Okay. So hopefully this looks cool on their screen, you guys. Again, sorry if I can't answer any questions because I'm not looking at my screen right now and no one's really helping me with figuring out what to do here. Oh, see, I already forgot. I forgot the tongue. Kind of messed up already. So guys, you're seeing how it is when someone messes up with the drawing. I forgot to put the tongue in. Alright, here we go. Hopefully that saved that a little bit. Does that look like Venom? The head's too big. Alright, here we go. Just do a brush. This first. My pen's too small. Bigger brush pen so I could cover. I need a bigger brush pen so I could cover more room. I'm just gonna do this for like an hour because usually after an hour it doesn't save. So I'm just gonna end this in an hour. Sorry guys, I can't answer any questions because I'm not looking at my phone right now. So thank you for joining. If you just joining right now, it's like an impromptu demo I just decided I wanted to do because a lot of people have been sharing that video that's going around of me, and I just wanted to give back and just draw a little bit for the people that were asking. Sorry, I'm so quiet. Sorry, guys. Trying to focus on this pen and ink thing. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm like trying to see. I'm just trying to make not to make too much of a mistake. How's that looking? I can draw it too big. It's gonna take forever. I'm just gonna slow down here. Alright, so Venom. He was one of my favorite characters also growing up, fighting Spider-Man, because I really like Spider-Man in... Let me see. Lisa, can you help me? Can you see if there's questions? Hey guys. Try to work on this shoulder thing.
Said I got some of those tumble pens. I love the flow. Your art is phenomenal. Please keep giving us looks into your world.
Thank you. Now I have help. I have help. Someone's looking through the questions now. My wife over there. Yeah, thanks guys for joining.
Somebody was asking earlier, do you ever do traditional stuff for work?
I just, for traditional stuff, I just do it for myself. I usually put down ideas in pen and ink sometimes, or pencil work, but in the end it's still, I just still do Photoshop when I work. Sorry guys, I'm so quiet
Said,
here.
they're saying, someone said, I love Venom. Do you like Spawn?
Yeah, Spawn was one of my favorite every character is my favorite character. I used to collect Spawn a lot before. Spawn was definitely a comic book I collected.
Someone's asking, sir, what kind of brand of your pen right now?
This one is what is this? A Pilot, I guess? Pilot pen. Shit, I can't read it. I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, this is the Pentel.
Pentel.
It's from actually Japan. I don't know if that makes a difference.
So now I'm doing a little bit cross hatching, trying to practice this a little more. Usually I like to...
Next shark is, I guess, in here.
Hey Benny, this is sketch, but I think I might have to do
There's somebody, I guess, next shark's asking, who is your bias? That was...
That's Benny, next shark.
Okay. That's it right here. And I said, how excited are you from the new Venom movie? I love Tom Hardy. I have high hopes for the movie.
Yeah, I hope he does well with the movie. He's a good actor, so I wonder how it's gonna be. And Venom movie, that's the first Venom movie, so I hope it does well. Who asked that question?
Let's see. Where is it? I forgot. I lost it already. April _ loves fall. Okay.
I think I messed up this head a little. I'm trying to make the muscles just turn a little more. I think I'm rushing this too much. Just slow down. So I do like, you guys look, I do like a shape like this, and then wherever the light's coming from, I try to soften this edge, and then keep the other side of the edge sharper, so it looks like there's a gradient that's happening. So always start from inside the shadow and push out. So there, the arm is kind of getting there. I don't know, how's it look over there, guys? Does it look solid? Is it coming out? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna try to push this arm in shadow by just putting more cross hatching on the hand. But when I do the cross hatching, I'm trying to follow the form. I think I'm making up some muscles here a little bit. Alright, how does this symbol look like? I have to look for reference. Okay, how does this go? It goes like this. Oh man, I forgot how the spider looks like. Ah, man. I can't. Oh, this part's a bit difficult. Maybe I should have warmed up a little more. All right. I don't know if it's thick enough. It's be thicker. I'm running out of ink. Oh shoot. Oh, I don't think I meant to do that. Okay. Yeah. I think my brushes are already like drying up or something. I know this ink. Don't want to waste this ink. This brush is not as smooth. Let me try this one. Oh, seems like I'm running out of ink. All these pens. Maybe this thing, I guess I should have tested my pens first before I went live. Sorry guys. Hopefully this still comes out cool. And I should be talking more. What else? Any questions? Any other questions? Okay. just need to get that his symbol here. I can't quite get it. So I'm trying to measure the chest muscles from, it starts from this point across. Trying to practice my line first before I actually put it down, because pen and ink is, you can't really, it's not really forgiving.
Somebody's asking, the Green artist said, how to get over art blocks.
Get over art blocks. I think one way to get over art blocks is to take a break. I think that's what I would do. Take a break and try to calm my mind and think of something else that's not my project. Then hopefully from there I'll be able to think more clearly. But you'll always have art blocks. I guess the whole thing is working through it. But usually you could always find inspiration in nature or other people's like artwork. You could look at that and then just get inspired. Sometimes I just take a nap really because sometimes in my dreams I kind of try to dream up new ideas is what I try to do sometimes.
Someone's asking, how K-pop groups, it said, how long does it take you to complete a normal piece like this?
Well, I started. What's this? I don't know. This is not really a clean piece that I would like to do. I think I'd want to do something cleaner than this, but I try to finish it within an hour, or hour or 2 hours, maybe, depending how big the image is. If this was a little bit smaller, it would have been faster. Since it's too big, I think. But for ideas, I like usually making it smaller.
He said, much appreciated for the art block question. And there's another question. Is there a character you love to draw, your favorite, so to speak? And if so, why this character?
I love to draw Wolverine a lot. And why Wolverine? Because I think he was one of my favorite characters growing up. Because I really love his powers and that I relate to him more, I guess, because I'm not that tall. I'm just 5'3", and Wolverine is also 5'3". So
It's your childhood character.
yeah, so let's see. It's getting messy.
Thanks.
It's getting really
Do
messy.
you color in some of your drawings, or they usually just use the same pen?
Do I color in my drawings? Is that the question?
Yeah, do you color in some of your drawings, or do you usually just use a simple?
I actually no, I don't use. I just use pen and ink. I mean, I color in Photoshop most of the time, so that's how I usually do my coloring. Um, but I would like to try to do more traditional coloring, maybe one of these days.
You do landscape.
Yeah, I do landscape painting when I can.
You said right here, thumbs up from M, focus on Venom, and then at yeah, Walmart art simple Anthony and saying, in other words, what's kind of the dream project you haven't worked on yet?
Oh, I dream project I haven't worked on yet. I don't know really what. Wolverine. I guess a Wolverine movie that would be awesome. Yeah, I would love to work on Wolverine or the X-Men. I think that would be really cool.
Another question. When you were first learning, how many hours do you practice on average every day?
Practicing every day. Oh man, I would do all day, sometimes till 4 in the morning. I'd just be sketching and studying and just learning. But it feels like I've been doing that even now. I try to practice as much as I can, but now that I have kids and stuff, I try to limit doing too much work. But that was just recently, because sometimes working at Marvel, you just like doing the work, you know. It's like you don't. It's not like work. You're just having fun. Yeah, so that's with the time. Sorry, I'm trying to think. My brain like doesn't. It's not working right now.
I would love to have that drawing. When you try to adapt a character from comic to film, do you prefer to keep most of the comic attributes, or do you like incorporating your own twist?
I definitely incorporate. So when designing characters for the screen, it's really based on the comic book mostly, as close as I can in the beginning, and then I try to do different takes on it depending on how much freedom we have, or how good the translation of the original design from the comic book looks on screen, and if it requires some changes because it doesn't work as a costume on screen, then I try to give my take on it. But most of the designs we do, we try to put some of our own design ideas there. But most of the time, it's as close to the comic book as we can, because we are comic book, we are Marvel fans. So I really like to see it look more like the comic book most of the time.
It's the same question, but probably didn't see it. But do you have a favorite character to draw, or do you love all designs equally?
I try to draw as many different characters that I like, but I have a lot of favorites. But my most favorite one is Wolverine. So far, I noticed that I draw him more often. I do love to draw the Thing a lot, and the Incredible Hulk when I was younger. And I also like, when I was really young, I liked Man Thing a lot. But the whole time I thought he was Swamp Thing. But That's DC.
Okay, I said Anthony's probably working on the X-Men right now. He just can't tell us.
I wish.
Then, next one is, are your next slide, can you draw Groot?
Oh yeah, of course. Which Groot would you guys want to see? You know, there's like 3 versions of him now. The one in the pot, and the one with 2 legs, Baby Groot. And then we have Teenage Groot,
He said here,
Adolescent Groot.
is there anything that is frustrating for you to draw or frustrating to learn? Any subject that feels like work?
Oh, well, when I start learning like different 3D programs, at first it seems frustrating, but later on, it really is how you put your mind to it, your mindset. Everything that will help me get better at art, I try to really just tell myself that, it's needed, because I'm going to get better with my work, and I'll be able to better show good work. Like learning ZBrush, I really enjoy it now. But the very initial time I tried to learn it was very confusing. But now it's kind of addicting. I learned ZBrush a long time ago. I think it was 8 years ago or so, when I used to work for game studios, like Project Offset and NCSoft.
Nice art. Next one is how to develop sense of adding any costume graphics or mechanisms on the characters we design. How to develop sense of adding any costume graphics or mechanisms on characters we design.
Oh, well, to learn to add mechanisms for the characters you design, first you have to do a lot of research. A lot of, and knowing what your character needs to do. Watching a lot of documentary films about maybe machines and stuff, and space exploration, robots, and knowing I think the first thing I tried to learn was knowing the different types of what do you call it, connections, like what kind of hinges, different types of hinges, so at least you know how things can move, like in a robot. It's just like the human body too, knowing this, what kind of joint connection you have there, which I don't really know the name of it. I just look of what kind connection, or the elbow connection, or
Okay, so
learning.
excited for the Venom movie, are we? He said, are you going to do another 31 days of drawing?
Halloween, yes. I'm gonna be doing Grootober on October. So 30 days, I hope. I don't miss one.
Okay, I like the Marvel movies. I'm also a big fan of Marvels. Personally, I kind of want to see the detailed team groups. Hope you have a nice day. I wish I could tell you. I also love Man Thing. Do you think you can draw him sometimes? I'd love to tune into that.
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna have to research about it. So you have to just check on how to draw him again. But yeah, I would love to draw him again. I have some requests to draw some anime characters, so I'm gonna probably do that first for you guys, and then maybe I'll have some of the drawings auction. I mean, for giveaways. I'm gonna do some giveaways.
It said here, what is the best way to get my portfolio looked at for Marvel? Meeting you at the convention or building friendship with someone at the studio?
I think first you have to put your stuff online and make sure it fits the Marvel look. And then sometimes you get scenes from there, and of course I could probably take a look at it sometime, but
Arvin Coleman, I guess, family of Jane, say hi to you.
who?
Arvin Coleman. Say hi, Anthony. You guys to my Aiden and Jane. Good job with that one.
Oh, thanks. Alex? Is that Alex?
Arvin.
Arvin, oh.
Say hi to you. Thank you for answering my question.
Ah, my eyes are a little wonky there. Yeah, I'm gonna post up this video on my YouTube channel, so if you guys wanna check that out.
What do you use most often for reference? Photos or from your mind?
Before I start a design, I try to see if there are references I can use, maybe depending on what kind of story it is, or if it's a creature, I would think of what kind of textures will the body have, and maybe I'll have that open for reference. But in terms of design, sometimes there's no reference for design, especially when you do alien looking stuff. You could just try to get what's the closest you could get but yeah, I try to look for reference. So to answer your question, I do both. I try to look for reference, and sometimes I draw from my mind. And I've been doing this for a while now, so maybe I don't look for reference for certain things because it's already in my memory, and I try to just have a lot of vocabulary from different experiences or different movies I've watched.
And our Justin saying hello to you.
Hi. Who?
There's people coming in. So thank you very much for the help.
Thank you guys for visiting again, and thanks for the questions and stuff. This is why I do this sometimes, just so I could see how everyone's doing and see if there's any requests that I could kind of help out with.
They said they're asking, can you color this Venom in another video so we can see your color process?
Yeah, sure, I could do that, but I actually don't color pen and ink stuff, but for you guys I could try to do something like that. I usually color this. Oh, I mean, if you want to see how I color in Photoshop, I could do that with this piece.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's running out of ink already.
Do you have a preferred version of Root?
don't know, I really like the... Actually, I like all of them. But I guess the baby one is my favorite one. Not the baby in the pot, but the dancing group. Is this an hour already? I think this is an hour.
So it's still going, so it's not an hour yet. We just cut off. So do you learn from working in the office with other artists? I'm self-teaching at home and I feel like I'm doing it the hard way.
Well, nowadays you have a lot of... Teaching yourself nowadays is good, I guess, through online resources. There's a lot that you could look at. I mean, I learned pretty much on my own. Some classes here and there, which is good for you to get, and some maybe online classes you could try. But it really depends how much your budget that you could spend. And I didn't have that much money back then, so I just had to make do with what I had. And I had to save money, so I just learned mostly from a lot of books and stuff. But eventually, when I was already working, I tried to take more classes. But then work would pick up, and then I would just have to stop the class. But yes, as long as you keep your focus and learn from your mistakes and stuff, you could get better. But there's a thing with having better habits and learning the right way the first time. Everybody makes mistakes. And it's good to have maybe take a class and kind of learn from someone who's been doing it for a while. Alright guys, I think that's it. I don't know what else. I guess I could do this tongue a little bit more. It's just like a quick sketch for you guys. Saying thank you, because I'm really happy with the video that just came out about a little story about what I do, where I came from, and it got like 600,000 views. So it's like, I want to give back and do a sketch for you guys.
This letter saying thank you for sharing your art and insights so valuable.
Oh, you're welcome. Hopefully I'll be able to answer more questions next time. And so this is it. Thanks so much for hanging around. And here's my Venom piece. Cool. Thanks. Bye guys. Bye.